back to check out this movie. My name is Lucas, and I have some suggestions.
For you.
The first one is In Cold Blood, 1967. In 1949, there was a senseless quadruple murder at the Clutter home in Holcomb, Kansas. Petty criminals, Dick and Perry, thought there would be a safe full of money at the secluded farmhouse. They go to Mexico in search of sunken treasure.
Finally found it. The sunken treasure of Captain Cortez.
And return to Las Vegas, where they are spotted and captured after passing yet another bad check.
Well, I suppose.
I just finished the book by Truman Capote with research help from his childhood neighbor, Harper Lee, and it is enthralling and considered to be the first non-fiction crime novel.
There's two more in the basement.
The movie, starring Robert Blake as Perry, does a good job of getting a novel's worth into a 2-hour runtime. And Quincy Jones provides the score. A character called Mr. Jensen represents Capote as he interviews the pair through their trial appeals.
Say hello to Mr. Jensen. He's writing the story of my life.
Why?
And Perry's speech at the end is sad and dark.
It's gonna be something we never had before. A real home.
Also check out Daisy Foco's analysis of the interesting relationship of Truman Capote and Perry Smith. In the Soup, 1992. Steve Buscemi's
Father died the day I was born. I was raised by Fyodor Dostoevsky and Friedrich Nietzsche.
And he's a filmmaker who plays hide-and-go-seek with his beautiful barista neighbor.
Ready or not, here I come.
Whose face
Brightens when I come around.
You finished?
and his rent is due. Carol Kane and Jim Jarmusch offer him a part on their naked talk show.
You're kidding me, right?
But it's not enough, and he considers selling his script to Seymour Cassell.
How about that?
Elizabeth Bracco introduces herself, and Cassell wants
I'll be in business in the soup, you know?
He meets them and his brother, and he's warned.
I'm gonna rip your eyelids off and I'm gonna paste them on your asshole.
And after a change of drivers, he's left out in the cold. He tries to cheer up Jennifer Beals.
Don't be sad, because I'm gonna put you in my movie.
Buscemi just wants
Make my movie.
in this quirky, noir-esque comedy.
If you read one more line, I'm gonna shoot you.
The Key Man, 2011, on Prime Video. A family man is struggling with his insurance career.
Even if you're down to your last dime.
I am.
Brian Cox, the captain from Super Troopers, introduces him to Hugo Weaving, Mr. Smith in The Matrix. They need a putz for their scam, and he forges a policy so he can buy his wife a house.
You want a new house? I'll buy you a new house.
The golfing and formal reception were filmed at Forsyth Country Club in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And later, supposedly, Fenway Park in Boston, we see War Memorial Stadium in Greensboro, North Carolina, opened on November 11, 1926, to honor veterans of World War I. I spent many summers there in the 1980s and 90s and participated in a Guinness Book of World Records for the most people brushing their teeth. The building across the street is the Art Deco R.J. Reynolds building, which was the 1/3 scale model for the Empire State Building. The old gas station is now Campus Gas, a watering hole adjacent to Wake Forest University, in this unique con artist movie. Outrage, 1986. A man buys a .38 for home defense
A woman could manage that all right.
and promptly empties it into a guy
Charlie Johnson!
at Lenox Ave and 117th Street. He turns himself in and explains all the bad things that happened to his children
She was crossing City Hall Park on her way to get the subway.
that led up to him exacting his revenge.
Why?
Burgess Meredith is the judge,
Sit down.
and he gives the defense case to a young lawyer who just quit the district attorney's office.
No.
I'm on my own now.
Despite the defendant wanting to plead guilty,
Have you got that? All of it? I said tear it up.
he tries to vindicate a man whose crime may have been justified.
Objection.
In this courtroom drama,
No comment.
The Groundstar Conspiracy, 1972. A guy escapes a military lab with a bang. A lady is squatting in a fancy house. An alarm wakes her, and she welcomes a guest inside. The escapee hacked some valuable intel, and may have passed it to the lady.
Did you get a look at his face? What face?
George Papard is lead civilian investigator, and doesn't even allow the general to access the scene.
Who the hell gave such orders? I did.
He and a trusted journalist go to Simon Fraser U in Burnaby, British Columbia, which is a highly secure and smoke-friendly hospital.
What's going on? What am I doing here?
Banachek
There's an old Polish proverb that says, if your socks are not in your shoes, don't look for them in heaven. Huh?
relentlessly interrogates the security breach, who is an imposter with amnesia.
Liar.
And he's had reconstructive surgery.
I don't like it.
Hannibal stages his getaway, wishes for an Orwellian surveillance state,
If I had my way, there'd be a bug in every bedroom in the country.
and the lady tries to romance her way into his subconscious memories.
1/17/71. Date TSP. GS.
Craze.
Craze.
1974. Robed worshippers are led into a basement ritual by Jack Palance, and a lady cuts her bellies for Chukwu, the supreme deity of the Igbo people of eastern Nigeria.
Forever.
A parishioner is upset,
Crazy.
impales herself on the statue, and takes a roll in a rug. The constable pays a visit because
A body was fished out of the river near the Isle of Grain.
and his name was in her address book.
Perhaps you better talk to the other 14. I don't like that bugger.
The adopted son knows Palance is crazy,
You killed me, Oriel.
but he forgot all he's been given,
Sleeping in Hyde Park, hustling old queens when you could turn a trick.
and he's gonna get what's coming to him.
Someday, Ronnie, all of this will be yours.
They're short on cash and need to sell some antiquities,
You negative bastard.
but they hit pay dirt because in their desk there's a drawer full of gold, and it must be a gift from the Chukwu.
Give him a sacrifice. Never doubt. Chukwu.
Curly is crazed. In the groovy 1960s lounge, he doesn't look creepy at all, as he trolls for more potential offerings.
I drink to that.
Oh, that's lovely skin.
And what could possibly go wrong? Veloci-Pastor, 2017. A young priest's parents are killed. He questions his faith and travels to China, where a ninja lady is shot with an arrow.
Are you hurt?
She gives him a dino tooth that cuts him, and he gets sweaty nightmares. Carol, the city girl, checks in with Frankie the mermaid. Why do they call him that?
You're swimming in bitches.
You goddamn right! If your stuff's in your mouth like you're doing that sandwich, I'd be a millionaire by now!
And she's a med law student.
And pre-med law, but people aren't surprised as much by that one.
While strolling in the park, a transformation occurs.
Your money or your life.
And Barney stops an armed robbery. But that's not possible, because
Dinosaurs never existed.
Carol convinces him to use his power to kill criminals. Count Chocula attempts to
Exercise the demon.
but instead,
The hounds of hell are truly loose.
and the ninjas are after him in this $36,000 gem. Money Plays, 1998. In Lower Manhattan, a jester delivers the pies and a mouthful of bullets to some unsuspecting thieves. In Las Vegas, an old suit gets his choice of women who look like they washed up on the shores of Lake Mead.
What's your pleasure?
But he croaks, and he's padded with cash. Roy Scheider manages a craps game and is behind in his payments.
So, you're 4 weeks behind.
He puts his kid on the short bus and heads to the crime scene at the Bunny Ranch to console his monthly rendezvous.
Sorry, what happened?
She didn't mention the loot to the cops and wants to go 50-50 with Roy.
540 grand split down the middle. Are you interested?
And he smuggles the loot away from the investigation. Her plan is to make some big bets, because
last night was mad real. We got drunk. YOLO.
You've got markers all over town. This is your chance to square them. Maybe get ahead.
And Scheider is a great actor.
I don't do accents.
He can bluff to the moon.
High card for 10 grand.
I don't have 10 grand.
I'll take your marker. Well, no. If you want another lesson, let me know.
And money plays.
Before I roll the dice, I say money plays. That means I don't want my money converted into chips. If I win, I get the money back the same as it was.
As he handles the dice with both hands. And there's a lot of suspense in this inside con job.
It's only a movie.
Thank you for watching. Check out this movie. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.